Hello dear viewers, welcome back to Cybrosys. Today in this video, let me teach you how to use the community version of Odoo. You all know community version is the free and open source version of Odoo. So for small businesses and all, it is better you guys can go to the community version. So let me show you how it looks like and how it works. So here right in front of you now I've opened the community version of Odoo. So for you all to try the community version, you guys can go to your browser, search for run boot, and there you have different instances out of which you have to choose the community. And this is how the community looks like. It's not similar to the enterprise version of Odoo. So in enterprise, it will be like you can find all the modules like different icons, and from there you can choose one. But here we have a drop down over here. Okay, on the left side of your screen, you have a small icon. Click on that and it shows all the modules that are there in your DB. So if you want any modules, you can simply go to the App Store. Here you have apps. Click on the apps and it will be showing you which all modules are there, which all modules are to be installed and all such things. Okay. So now these much modules have been installed. You can see the module icons over here. So the very first module I'm going to take you guys is to the sales module. So you all know sales, purchase, inventory, accounting and all is the core modules of Odoo, right? So this is the sales module. Now in sales module also, if you like, you have to have a picture of the enterprise in your mind. Like we've already done a video on that. So it's like, is it like enterprise? Yes, it is, but it's not fully like the enterprise version. So here in the sales module, you have the quotations. You can see all the quotations over here. You can see the different status of the quotation like sale order, quotation, quotation send and all such things. So creation is possible over here. For that, you have to click on the new button and it opens the creation form. Okay. So here in the form, you can see the customer where you can provide the customer name, the invoice address, then you have the delivery address, the quotation template, the order lines where products can be added. You have the other info tab where you have the sales, invoicing, delivery and tracking. Okay. So these much things you have over here. And the procedure and all is exactly the same. Like once you create a quotation, you can send it, which will change the status to quotation send. And once you confirm it, it will become a sale order. So I'll simply create one and show you guys. I am choosing Leco as the customer. So all the details are populated. Then you have expiration, the price list, the payment terms and all. Let's add a product over here. So let it be a caustic block screen. And you have the option to choose the attributes over here. So you have two different colors. You can choose the color. And if you want any customization, that can be added over here. So I'm choosing black and clicking on confirm. So basically, this is the latest version of Odoo, which is Odoo 19. Okay. And after this, you can send it. So I'm sending it, which will change the stage. Like it will actually show you, the layout of the document that you're going to send to the customer. So this is the layout and this is how the data looks. If you want to change anything, you can change it from here. I'm clicking on continue. So this is going to change the status to quotation send. Okay, so clicking on send. So that procedure is done. Now just take a look at the chatter. Everything you've done has been recorded in the chatter. After this, you can simply click on confirm. The confirmation is done. Now this has become a sale order. So this is how basically it works. Now here you have a tab called delivery. So you click on that and it will show you such a thing, okay, where you can see the availability of the product and all such things. So you can simply click on check availability. So you have the demand quantity is 1 and the delivered quantity still remains 0. Once you check the availability and validate it, it will be confirmed. So I'm just closing it. You can validate it from here. Yeah, we have to change the quantity over here. I'm changing it to 1. Okay, that is done. Now let's validate it. Confirm the order. Confirm it. Like an SMS will be sent once the confirmation is done. Okay, now this is in done state. Now if you go back, you have the option to create an invoice. So click on create invoice. So you have 3 types of invoicing in Odoo, which is the regular invoice, down payment by percentage and down payment by fixed amount. So you can simply create a draft over here. Okay, and then confirm it to a posted state. That's it. Then finally you have the option to pay. Okay, so you have the option to pay, click on the create payment and continue. So this is in paid state. So this is the flow of the sales model. That is the whole flow. Okay, you can create a quotation, you can confirm the quotation, you can send the quotation, then add it, create an invoice, validate the warehouse, the delivery and all such things, and continue the procedure. That's how it works. Okay, so this is basically what the sales module provides you guys, and that's the quotation. So this is the views that Odoo 19's community version provides. So you have a card-like view, which is a Kanban view. Then you get the calendar view. This is the calendar view. The pivot table is here for the very same thing, which is the quotations, where you can add multiple measures. Okay. Then comes the graphical view. So this is the graph view. See, and here you have the activity. So even the very same thing, that is the quotations itself have these much views. Okay, so that's how it works. Then comes the, under orders, you've already seen the quotation. Then if you want to see the sale orders alone, you have the option which is orders. So here the status will be that of the invoice. So the ones which are to be invoiced, which are fully invoiced, partially invoiced, if there is nothing to invoice, and all those things will be marked here in the status. Then comes the sales team. Okay, so here you have different sales team like the sales, pre-sales, point of sales and all. So such teams can be seen over here. Okay, that is the sales team. And then you have the customers. So here's the customers. You can see the customer by default in list view. You can switch it to the Kanban view as well. So this is the Kanban view. It's like a card view where you can see the picture that you have provided for the customer, the name, the contact information, and different tags as well as activities corresponding to the customer. So to create a new customer, it's really simple. Click on new, and this is the form of the customer creation. So the customer can either be a person or a company. So those details can be provided over here where you can add multiple contacts, sales and purchase details, invoicing, partner assignment, and notes to the customer. So that's how a customer creation works. Then you have an option called to invoice where you can have two menus, which is orders to invoice as well as orders to upsell. So here you have the orders to invoice, like the quotations where, the sale orders where the invoicing status is to invoice. Such quotations or the sale orders can be found under a single roof, which is the orders to invoice. Now the very same thing, the very same menu has something called orders to upsell. So click on orders to upsell. What happens is that, like currently we don't have any data. In case of upsell, where the orders has to be upsell, such cases comes or displays under the orders to upsell tab. Then comes the products. So here you have the products. I'll simply zoom the screen for you guys. Yeah, we have the products over here. So you can find all the products in the DB here. And to create a product, it's really simple. Like product creation is almost everywhere in the module, I guess, like in the sales, purchase, and all, we have the very same thing. So to create a new product, click on new. You have to provide the product name, the general information, and here you can see in case of enterprise, when you talk, you have the sales, point of sale, expenses, purchase, then you'll be having subscription, rental, and all such things. But here you don't find that. Okay, these are the basic things that we have. Okay, then you have the product type as well as the invoicing policies and all such things which are necessary to create a product. So the product creation, this is how it works. This is how you create it. Like you have an option to create a product in Odoo 19's community version. Then you have the product variants. Like for a small business and all, I don't think much additions should be added to the community version. Like everything, that is the basic things that are required to manage your business as here in Odoo itself. Okay, until and unless you don't know how to implement it or you need an assistance from someone, then it's free. Like if you don't want that thing, it's free. If you want such things like implementation and assistance, then you have to hire someone and only that payment will be coming for you. Other than that, everything is free. So this is the product variant section. You can see the variants and create a new product from there. Like variants in the sense, a product will be having different variants. Like if shirt is a product means it would be having variants like black shirt, white shirt, red shirt. Like color is an attribute and the colors are the variants. So such thing appears. Now all those variants can be seen in details in the product variant section. Then you have the price list. So price lists can be created from here in the price list menu. So the existing ones are here. You can create a new one by clicking on new button over here. So it opens the creation form. So you all know what price list is, right? Price list are like if there are any seasonal offers and all, like you have an example over here, which is for Christmas. Okay, so in any seasonal offers, if you want to create a price list or if you want to create an offer and all, for this, you can use the price list. So an existing one is opened over here. You can see Christmas, the currency, and apply 20% discount on sales price of all products. That's what is chosen over here. So you have to specify your condition also. That is the price list. Then you have the discount and loyalty, where you can configure the loyalty programs as well as the discount programs for different products. So you can see the program type like discount code. A code can be specified for discount. Once you enter this particular code, discount would be applied. Similarly, you have buy X, get Y free, like buy one, get one free and all. You will be having such offers can be provided over here. You have the option to set up coupons and also loyalty cards. So those much things are available here in discount and loyalty. Then you have the option for gift cards and e-wallets. So configuring gift cards and e-wallet is also possible in the Odoo 19 sales module, that too in the community version. So this is a gift card. You can create a program type and generate a lot of gift cards under that particular program. That's how it works. Okay, so that's the gift card and e-wallet. Then you have the reporting section for Odoo, where Odoo 19 sales module, where you have the salesperson, products, and customers. For reporting of sales, you can see the sales analysis and the very same reporting in the perspective of a salesperson, products, and customer is available over here. Then comes the configuration. So mainly under the configuration, you have a lot of options which are required in the quotation. So you can configure everything over here and use it in the quotation there. So you have the quotation template, it's a ready-made format of the quotation where you can pre-build one and use it in the quotations. Okay, so that's how it works. Then you have the header, footer of documents, delivery methods. Then under products, you have attributes, combo choices, categories and all. Then you have the online payment section as well as the option to configure the sales team. So that's the sales module. Now I'll take you to the purchase module. So this is the purchase module where you have the option to create an RFQ. Like sales and purchase is similar but are both different perspectives. Okay, one is sales and one is purchase. So in the purchase module, you can create an RFQ. This is the RFQ creation form. You can choose a vendor instead of customer over here, add products, send the RFQ and confirm it to a purchase order. So that's how it works. That's the flow of the RFQ. So I'll just remove that. Then you can see under orders, purchase orders, that is confirmed RFQs are called as purchase orders. So purchase orders can be seen over here. Like I'm not showing the flow because it's exactly how we done in case of the quotations. Okay. So here you have the purchase orders and here the status will be the billing status. So things that are waiting for billing, nothing to bill. There it is invoice, here it is bill. So that can be seen over here. Then you have purchase agreements. So purchase agreement is like you will be having in earlier versions and all, will be having things like the call for tender and blanket order. But here we have things like purchase template and blanket order. That's the two types that we have. So if you want to create a new one, click on new. And you have the agreement type over here where you have two things, which is blanket order and purchase template. So but blanket order is like if you have a vendor, you are buying the same product in different quantities from the same vendor. In such cases, you can use the blanket order. Okay, you can create one and use in the purchase order. Then you have the purchase template, which is exactly like the quotation template. You are pre-creating a template where providing the vendor is not necessary. Okay, so that you can use this template for every other vendor where the situation is required. So that's how this thing works. And you have one more thing over here. Okay, you have this thing called purchase alternatives, which is like you are ordering the same product, same quantity under different vendors. So out of which you can choose the best option. Like obviously you choose when there are 3 vendors who are selling the same product, same quantity in different prices, we will be choosing the best price over the best price in the sense the cheaper ones. So that's how the agreements work. And then you have the vendors. There it was customers, here it is vendors. Customer creation and vendor creation is exactly the same. So I'm not talking more about it. Then you have the product. where you have products and product variants, and you have a purchase analysis in the reporting section. So this shows the purchase analysis on total based on the date and all the filters that we apply. So you have a lot of filters and, sorting things and all over here. Then you have the vendor price list, and under products, you have attributes, categories, and unit and packaging. So this is the purchase module. Okay, so that's it. Then you have the invoicing. So you guys might be searching for accounting. There is no such thing called accounting, but instead we have this invoicing. So in the invoicing, you have the customer section, the vendor section, reporting, and configuration. As I said, I think in previous videos and I've talked a lot about this invoicing section, because in the invoicing reporting, you don't have much data, right? In the accounting, you will be having a lot of reporting, like you can see the balance sheet, the chart of accounts and all such things. But here, only thing that you can see is the invoice analysis. Then under the configuration, you have the accounting related data, the invoicing related data, online payments, and all such things, okay? Then comes the vendor and customer section. So in the customer section, you have the invoices, credit notes, payments, products, and customers. Whereas in the vendor section, you'll be having bills instead of invoices, refunds instead of credit notes, payments, the employee expense, products, and vendors. So here I'm not going to invoice and customers because you've already seen how to create that. Then here you have the credit notes. So in case of any kind of damage or any issues, you can issue a credit note. Okay. So a new one can be created from here, like adding the customer, the details, and all such things. So I'm discarding it. Then you have the payments also over here, where you can manage all the payments regarding the invoices. That is the sales module. Okay. Then the same thing for vendors. You have the bills, the refunds, the payment, employee expense over here. So here you can see the employee expenses that are waiting for approval, that are to be submitted and waiting for reimbursements. Okay, then you have the products. Obviously, products are everywhere, so I'm not repeating the very same thing. Then you have vendors. So vendors are completely related to the purchase, and customers are related to sales. So you have a reporting section. As I said before, it's the invoice analysis. So it shows the analysis of the invoice, that is the untaxed amount of different months. So you can change it from here. That's completely up to you. You can add or change the measures from here. So it provides two different views, and in the configuration, we've already seen what it has. So that's the invoicing. Like compared to that accounting module, it's a very small module, right? Not that small, but compared to that, it's really small. Then comes the CRM module. So CRM is the customer relationship management. It only had 3 menus, which is sales, reporting, and configuration. So in the reporting, you will be having the forecast, pipeline, leads, activities, and partnership related reportings. And in the configuration, you have the option to configure the sales team, the activities where you can set activity types and plans, the pipeline where you have the tags and lost reasons. So in the pipeline, when you mark an opportunity as lost, they have to specify the reason why it is lost. Okay. Then you have the members where you can add different levels and partner activations. Then the lead generation where you can configure the lead mining request as well as visits to lead rooms. Okay, then goes the sales module. Under sales, the very first thing that you can find is my pipelines. So this is a pipeline, and in the pipeline, you can see the different opportunities under different stages like new, qualified, proposition, and one. So to change the stage, it's really simple. You can simply drag and drop it to other stages. Okay, and if you want to mark anything as lost or won, then you can simply click on the one stage and it will be shown as one. Or if you want to put it back to the view state, you can put it back. Okay, you can mark as lost it from here also. So the only thing is that you have to specify a lost reason. So these are all the lost reason that previously has been configured so that this can be used. So I'm choosing this as too expensive and marking it as lost. Okay. So that's how it works. That is my pipeline. Now you have my activities as well. So all the activities can be seen over here, like different opportunities, the stages, and all such things. And generating leads is also possible over here. Then you have my quotations. Okay. So in my quotations, you can see the quotations that have been created by you, that is the logged in users. So new quotation can be created from here itself. Then you have the teams where you can see the sales team. So here only viewing is possible. Creation or configuration can be done from the configuration. Okay, then you have the customers. We all know what customers are. These are the customers. Then comes the reporting and the configuration. Okay, so that's the CRM module. I'm not diving deep into any of these modules because we've done detailed videos on each. But still, you guys have to know what all features exist in the community version of Odoo, right? So that's the CRM module. Like we have gone through the sales, purchase, CRM, invoicing, and let's go to the inventory. So you all know inventory is basically used for stock managing. Okay, it tracks all the stock and all such things. So here in inventory module also, you have an overview which is showing you, it's kind of a dashboard which shows you a graphical analysis of different inventory management related activities. So you can see the delivery orders, the manufacturing, the repairs, POs, orders, the resupplies of contractor, the receipts, and all such things. The dropship subcontract, everything is given over here. So that's the overview. Then you have the operations where you can see the transfers, jobs, adjustments, and procurement. So in the transfers, you have the receipts. Okay, the different receipts can be seen over here, which are in ready, done, and grab state. So new receipt can be created from here. You know where the receipt comes from, right? Once you are doing a sale or a sale order has been created, they'll see a small tab on top, right? Called delivery. If you click on that, you can see the receipt where you are doing the validation. Okay, so that is the receipts. Then you have the deliveries. Okay, the deliveries that are to be done can be seen today. So some are in done state, some are in ready state. All such things are over here. And it's possible to create new delivery from there. Okay, and then comes the manufacturings. So these are the manufacturings. You can see the component status over here. Okay, and whether it's done or not can be seen here as well. And new manufacturing can be created from here. You can choose the product, the quantity. Like manufacturing means what? Creating a new product. So for that, you have to name the product and add the components that are required to create the product. Okay, so that's the manufacturing. And then you have the drop ships. This is the drop shipping section. So whenever the drop shipping occurs, that thing can be seen over here. So you have the option to do the drop shipping as well. So you can add the contact, the operation type, and the product over here. Okay, so that's the drop shipping. Then under jobs, you have the batch transfer as well as wave transfer. So transfers, as per doing it in the in a manual way, not automatically, altogether as a batch, you can do the transfers. So such transfers can be managed over here by using the batch transfer as well as the wave transfer. And under the adjustments come the fiscal, inventory, scrap, and landed cost. So scrap and all comes here in the inventory, okay? So you all know what scrap is. Then the physical inventory comes over here. And then comes the replenishment. So in case of any situation where you are out of stock and all, replenishment should take place, right? So such replenishments can be managed from here. If you want to automate it or order manually from here, that can be done from here. Then comes the products, where a new thing that you can find is the lots and serial numbers. So product, their lot number, serial number, and when it is created, as well as the activities can be managed over here. Then we have the reporting, where you have the stock, moves history, and moves analysis based reporting. So if you take the stock reporting, this is how the reporting looks like. First of all, it's not a graphical analysis. So the product, the unit cost, the total value, the on-hand quantity, how many is free to use, incoming and outgoing, as well as the units. So replenishment can be done from here, and the history of the product can be seen from there as well. So that's the stock. Then you have the move analysis. Okay, analysis based on different months are seen over here, and that too in done state. Okay, then you have the moves history. So this shows the moves history, like from which location to which location this product has been moved. That too when is shown there. That's the reporting. And in the configuration, you have the warehouse management, where you can create and manage the warehouse. So this is a warehouse. See, the warehouse company name, you can give a short name and all those details. Then the routes configured to the warehouse can be seen over here. Then comes the operation types. So you have different operation types like manufacturing, PS orders, repairs, drop shipping, receipts, all such things. So such operation types can be created over here. Okay. and managed from there as well. Then comes the product, where you have the categories, attributes, and units and packagings, as well as the delivery method. So you know what units and packagings are, right? There'll be unit of measure for each product. So such units can be managed from here, and the packagings as well. That's how it works. And then finally, you have the delivery methods. So here you have the different delivery methods. I'll open one and show you. So you'll be having methods like the standard delivery, pickup in store, express delivery, and all such things. So such delivery can be managed over here. Okay. So you can even publish it in the website as well. That's how the inventory work. Now let's go to another module. Let's take manufacturing. So manufacturing, compared to the other one, it's really simple. That's what I've heard. That's what I've seen. So here you can see the manufacturing order. Obviously, we can create and manage a manufacturing order. I'll open one and show you. This is an order that has been created for the product. The components is given over here, and it shows the availability of the components as well. Okay. And when it's confirmed, that will be marked or tracked here in the chatter. Okay. That's how it works. Then if you go back to the operations, you have the work orders. So work orders can be seen here, like the expected duration, the real duration. You can start the work over here. You can pause it. And once it's done, that will be recorded over here. The time, that is the duration, will be recorded over here. Okay, that is for the work orders. Then you have unbilled orders. You can even unbill the orders. So if you want to create a new one, new product can be specified over here, as well as the bill of materials can be added over here. That's how it works. Then you have the scrap. Okay, not only creation, but scrap orders is also possible in the manufacturing of Odoo 19's community version. Then comes the products. There, the extra thing that comes over here is the bill of materials. So, like bill of materials, simply like we are providing a product, the components and all. And once you create a manufacturing order, like the quotation template and all, you can choose the BOM. And so, whichever BOM you have chosen, that components that we have pre-specified will be taken here as well. So that's the bill of materials. Then what? Then you have the reporting. Okay. In the reporting, you have the work order analysis, where you can see the expected duration as well as the work center. You can change the measures easily from here. So right now it's expected duration. You can change it to duration per unit. You can even, remove these filters from here. That's how it works. Then you have the OEE, which is overall equipment effectiveness. That is also taken on. We can track that one also from the reporting section, where you can see the different work centers and the OEE of different work centers. Okay, so that's how it works. And then you have the configuration, where you have work centers as well as operations. So work centers are the place where the work should take place, or the manufacturing order should take place. Now this work center can be created from here. You can give a code for the work center. Then you have the operations. Like you'll be having operations like the assembly, the testing, the packing, and all such things, right? So that can be managed from here. That is the manufacturing module. Then you have a lot of other modules as well. Let's go to some small modules. This is the discuss module of Odoo 19 community. In the discuss, you can see, y'all know what the discuss module is for. You can choose a place, okay, and you can message. So a message has come over here. You can reply from here. It's actually for communication. So you can create channels. You can manage everything like the voice and video, canned responses and roles. Canned responses and all will actually make your work pretty much easier. Okay, so that's how it works. Then you have a calendar in the community version as well. So this is the calendar. You all know what a calendar is used for, right? Then we have the to-do that can also be found in the community version. So here is the to-do. You all know what to-do app is, right? So like when you have to track all those things that you have to do, you can list it down over here and then use it. So that's the to-do app that you have in the community. Contacts is the very next thing. So here you have the contacts where you can manage the contacts. Okay. So contact can be created from, so this vendor creation, the customer creation, the contact creation, employee creation, and all are kind of similar. So I'm not diving deep into it. That is the contacts. Then we've already talked about the CRM, we've seen the sales, then you have the dashboards. So let's take a look at the dashboard next. Okay, so this is the dashboard. Now here you can get the details of the sales, finance, the logistics, services, marketing, and even the website. So all those things can be taken over from here. Okay, so this is basically a dashboard. You all know what dashboard is, because just by taking a look at the dashboard, you all know what's happening inside your organization. So if you take a look at the sales, you can see the revenues displayed over here, the average order, the quotations and orders up in displayed. Okay, so that's the dashboard. Then you have the POS, that is the point of sale. Okay, you can work over the point of sale as well. So different point of sales that you have created is shown over here. You have the furniture shop where you can continue selling. I'll show you how it looks like. So just click on continue selling. Now in the single card itself, you can see the dates, the opening and the sold. And if you click on the three dots, you have the option to view the orders, reporting for orders, as well as view the sessions, and even you can edit it. Okay, so let's open one. Let's continue the selling of that particular POS. Now this is the POS. Okay, this is how it looks like. You all know this is exactly how the POS looks like. Now you can add products from your, okay, and the billing and the total will be shown over here. See, you have a lot of things like the events, the miscellaneous section, desks, the chairs. So different product categories are there under which you can see different products. Okay, so that's how it works. Like you can see the register, the orders. You can see the orders from here. And here you have the thing where you can close the register or simply go to the backend. Okay, so let's see. Now we are back in the backend. So that's the point of sale dashboard. From the dashboard itself, you can continue the selling and even edit the point of sale. Then comes the orders, where you can see the orders that have come through the POS. So all the orders that have been taken over there will be shown in the backend like this. So you can see the payment status as well as the invoicing status. So that's the orders. Then you have the payments over here and the sessions. These are the sessions. The sessions which are closed and posted, the opening ones, in progress ones can be seen here. The payments can be seen here, like cash payment, card payment, like a lot of type of payments will be there. So all those payments will be tracked and kept here in the backend. Then obviously the customers. So customers can be seen here. Then you have the product variant, as well as the combo choices. Now, in case of having a meal and all, you'll be having different combos, like different products. In case where you are buying burgers, along with that, you have fries or any drinks and all. So that's basically your combo. So such combo choices can be seen from here. Okay, so that's how it works. And then you have the price list. You all know what a price list is. So in here is also price list can be applied and managed. Okay. Then comes the discount and loyalty, as well as the gift cards and e-wallet, which you already found in the sales module. Then you have reporting for different orders. That is, the order analysis is given here. The sales details are given here. Okay, this is the sales detail. Then comes the session report. Okay, you can get the session report also. So you can choose that particular session. For every POS, there'll be different sessions. For each session, you can get the report. Like if I choose this, then you can simply print. Okay. And then comes the configuration, where you have the payment methods, the presets, coins and bills. I can manage the coins and bills. Okay. The point of sale, the floor plans, the note models, and under products, you have the product categories, attributes, and product tags. Now here you can see this thing called coins and bills. You can actually set or name and configure certain points for, coins for the point of sale that you've created. You can name it and also specify the value of those coins over here. You can see 0.25 is given here and the value is already set over here. That's how the point of sale works. Then you've already seen the invoicing, and then we have this thing called project. The project module is also available here. And in this project module, you have the list view and the Kanban view of the very same thing, that is the projects. So in a card, you can see the name of the project, the person assigned to it, the date, and you can see the customer rating as well. Okay. And if you want to create a new project, click on new. Okay, so new project can be created. You can even, set the template and you can use that to create a new one. So name this thing, set a timesheet for that, and mark it as billable or not, and then create a project. That's how it works. Then comes the tasks. So you can see for a project, to make the work easier, we can split it into different tasks. So that task can be managed over here. Like you can see all the tasks, also your own task. So I choose my task. The task that I assigned to me will be seen over here, and the status of it, like when it has been allocated and all, can be seen over here. That's how it works. Then comes the reporting, when you have the task analysis. So obviously it will be showing the analysis of different tasks corresponding to different projects. And you have the customer ratings as well. So here you can see what each emoji represents to, and the ratings that each of the project has got. Then you can go to the configuration. There you have the settings, the projects, like project can be created from the settings with the configuration as well. Then tags that are used in areas of project creation can be added over here. The project roles, the activity types and activity plans can be managed from here. Now you all know what activities are, right? Calling, meeting, and all such things are what we call as activities. So such activities can be scheduled here as well. Then you have timesheet, which is linked to the project. So timesheet is simply like entering whatever work you did and how much time you spent on that particular work or task. Like in case of project, you can choose a project, you can choose a task coming under the project, and you can add a description to it. Then you can record or specify the time which is available or which has been used for the particular project. That's how it works. So here in the timesheet, you have a configuration. Then you have a reporting section for the timesheet. Now there you can set the reporting by employee, by project, by task, and by billing type. Okay, that's how it works. Now all timesheet as well as my timesheet can be seen here. Then you have a website, but it's not an elaborate website like the one in the enterprise version. Here you have the option to manage the e-commerce, the reporting, and the configuration, under which you can see the payment providers, payment methods, the blog section, the forum section, and the mailing lists. Okay, so that's the website. Then you have the e-learning, okay, where you can manage all your courses, the forums. So you have the forums and forum post, the reporting section of different courses, contents, revenues, attendees, reviews, and quizzes, and the configuration. Okay, so here the course can be created, managed, and data can be driven from that as well. The course title can be given, and then you can add the content of the course over here. That's the e-learning. Then you have the marketing modules like the email marketing, the SMS marketing. Also, you have a module to manage the events. You all know how an event has been managed. So you can create an event, you can manage the attendees of that particular event as well. So here you have the registration list, the reporting, the configuration. Okay, all such things are there in the events. Then comes a small module which is surveys, which is to manage the survey that you give to different people. Like this can be posted in published in the website. So new survey can be created from here. So you can even create a live session. Okay, so that's the survey. Then we've already seen the purchase and inventory. We've seen manufacturing. Then comes maintenance, which is also maintenance as well as repair, which is related to the manufacturing. Okay, then coming to the HR module, you have the employees where you can manage the employees. Okay, so employee card is given here in different other views where you can even get a hierarchy. Okay, so you have the departments where you can manage departments of your employees. You have the learning section corresponding to the employees where you can manage the certification, training of the employees, and you even have the learning courses there. The reporting based on certifications and skills, and configuration based on employee recruitment and different challenges that you assign to the employees. So that's the employees. Then what we have, other than the employee, we have the attendances. So it's important to manage the attendance and track the attendance. So for that, we have this attendance module. Okay, so here the monthly based attendances can be taken from here. Okay, so you can simply remove the filter, which will show you all the attendances. Even if you want to group by, you have the option to do that. That's the attendance. This is the overview where you can get the dashboard of the attendance as well as the employee-based attendance. The kiosk mode reporting and the configuration is given over here for the attendance module. So that is also another feature that we have. Then comes the recruitment. Like to create an employee, obviously there should be a recruitment, right? So recruitment management can also be efficiently done using the recruitment module, where you have the option to see the application based on job positions, talent pools, and all applications. Then you have the recruitment analysis as well as the things that are required for a recruitment, which can be configured from the recruitment configuration. So that's the recruitment. Then you have the fleet module to manage the vehicles. The time off module, which is to manage the time off, obviously. Then expenses. So all kind of employee expenses and all which has to be reimbursed. Such things can be managed over here. Okay. Then comes the lunch module. See how my work lunch module is used for. The live chat is here. So that is to manage the live chat channels. And then you have the data cleaning, the marketing card, different apps, settings, and tests. So these much things are there in the community version of Odoo. I hope that was clear for you all. And if you want any detailed video on any topic, please do comment below. We'll be happy to help you guys. So that's all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching and see you guys in the next video.